Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into the final and, let's be honest, most exciting stage of pregnancy. We're going to cover everything from your baby's last big growth spurt to, figuring out those first signs of labor and getting all your ducks in a row for the big day. So let's jump right in.
So, the third trimester. It officially kicks off at week 28, and it takes you all the way to the finish line, which is usually around week 40. This is it. This is the home stretch, the final countdown. It's a time filled with so much anticipation, a whole lot of planning, and some pretty major changes for both you and your baby.
You did it! You've made it to the final trimester, and the countdown to meeting your baby is officially on. And look, it is completely normal to feel this wild mix of excitement and maybe some jitters during these last few weeks. So let's walk through exactly what you can expect together.
All right, first up, let's talk about what's happening with your body and your baby. This final chapter is just a time of incredible growth and some really important final preparations for both of you.
It is amazing what your baby is up to in these final weeks. I mean, at week 28, their eyes can open and close. Just a few weeks later, by week 31, their brain is developing at lightning speed and can even control their own body temperature. Around week 34, most babies get the memo and shift into that head-down position. Then by 37 weeks, they're considered early term and are just packing on the fat to stay warm and cozy. And finally, by week 40, they are totally ready for their big debut.
Now, while your baby is getting all comfy, your body is working overtime, which, can lead to some discomforts. You might be feeling things like pelvic pain or lower back aches. You might notice some shortness of breath as, things get a little crowded in there. Leg cramps, swelling, and of course, the constant, and I mean constant need to pee. A lot of people also feel that first trimester fatigue creep back in, along with those practice contractions called Braxton Hicks. It sounds like a lot, but these are all totally normal signs that your body is gearing up for the main event.
But the great news is you don't have to just sit there and take it. Gentle activities can make a world of difference. Swimming is absolutely wonderful because it gives you that glorious feeling of weightlessness. And prenatal yoga, it can seriously help with back pain and get you more flexible. Honestly, just staying active, even with a short daily walk, can boost your energy and help get your body ready for labor.
Okay, so let's shift gears from what your body is doing to what you can be doing. This is all about channeling that third trimester energy, when you have it, to get ready for your baby's arrival.
Have you found yourself with this sudden, almost uncontrollable urge to clean and organize everything in sight? Well, that is the famous nesting instinct, and it's a completely natural way of getting your space in your mind ready for your new baby. My advice? Go with it. But also, don't feel pressured to create a perfect, Instagram-worthy nursery. Just do what feels right.
To help you feel a little more in control, here's a master checklist of key things to focus on. A childbirth class can be super helpful to feel more prepared. A birth plan is a great tool for communicating your wishes. And some things, like installing that car seat correctly, are absolutely non-negotiable. Packing your bag, arranging for help after the baby comes home, and keeping an eye on your baby's movements can all really help ease your mind.
The hospital bag. It's one of the biggest topics of conversation in the third trimester, right? Packing it can feel like this huge, concrete step toward meeting your baby, but it can also be kind of stressful. So, what do you really need to bring?
Okay, first off, let's talk about what you can probably leave at home. Your hospital or birth center will have the basics covered. They'll give you gowns, those infamous mesh undies and pads, and other recovery items for you. And for the baby, they'll have the diapers, wipes, swaddles, and a basic little hat and onesie. Knowing this can help you pack a much lighter bag. So what should you pack for yourself? Think comfort. Your ID and insurance info are obviously essential. A phone with an extra long charger is, trust me, a game changer. And it's the little things, like your favorite lip balm, hair ties, and a cozy robe, that can make a huge difference in how you feel. And of course, don't forget a comfy outfit to wear home.
Hey, don't forget your support team. For your baby, the absolute must-haves are a safely installed car seat and an outfit to go home in. And for your partner, they will be so grateful for a change of clothes, their own toiletries, and plenty of snacks. Labor can be a marathon, not a sprint, for everyone involved.
Okay, so you're packed, you're as ready as you can be. Now for the million-dollar question. How do you know when it's really time? Let's break down the first signs of labor and figure out if it's the real deal.
This can be a huge source of anxiety in those last few weeks. Is this really it, or is this just another false alarm? Knowing the difference is absolutely key to figuring out when it's time to actually head to the hospital.
Okay, think of Braxton Hicks as a dress rehearsal. They're irregular, they don't really have a pattern, and they often just go away if you change positions or chug some water.
True labor contractions, on the other hand, are the opening night. They have a rhythm, they get stronger, they last longer, and they get closer together over time. And they don't stop no matter what you do.
So knowing the difference is step 1. Step 2 is knowing when it's actually time to pick up the phone and call your doctor or midwife.
Here are the key signs that it's time to make that call. If your contractions are coming regularly, like more than 4 in an hour, if your water breaks, and that could be a big gush or just a slow trickle, any unusual discharge, intense pelvic pressure, or contractions that get so strong you literally can't walk or talk through them, those are all your cue to get in touch with your medical team.
So you've made the call, you get the green light, and the whole process of labor and delivery begins. It can feel really mysterious, but it actually follows a pretty clear path with distinct stages. Let's demystify it. It really boils down to 3 main stages. Stage 1 is the longest. This is when your contractions are working to open up or dilate your cervix. Stage 2 kicks in when you're fully dilated. This is the pushing stage, and it ends with your baby being born. And the third and final stage is delivering the placenta, which usually happens pretty quickly after your baby arrives.
Throughout this entire incredible process, just try to remember that your body knows what it's doing. It was built for this. As yoga teacher Jane Austen points out, practices like yoga can really help you learn to trust your body and use tools like your own breath to work through childbirth. It's all about working with your body.
And then, the birth of your baby isn't the end of the journey. Not at all. It's really the beginning of a whole new chapter. That time right after delivery is often called the 4th trimester. It's a time for you to recover, to bond, and to just get to know this brand new little person in your family.
You know, every single pregnancy, every labor, and every birth is different. What we've shared here is a guide, but your story is going to be uniquely yours. So now that you have a better idea of what to expect, the question is, how will you prepare for your one-of-a-kind journey?